Welcome to the Chelmsford Forum. My name is Bruce Byam. I'm joined as always by my good friend and partner Howie Neal. We'd like to welcome you to the MIAA tournament game between Chelmsford High School Lions and the St. John's of Shrewsbury Pioneers. Howie, Chelmsford comes into this game riding a 6-game winning streak, and tournament time, though, you know you're going to always find a quality opponent.
Right, Bruce. This is going to be an exciting game. St. John's of Shrewsbury always had a strong program. Chelmsford, as you said, came in with 6 victories. They're playing probably the best hockey of the season this last month or so. And tonight they'll be tested with St. John's.
St. John's, this is a play-in game for those of you familiar with the MIAA. They have 10 teams selected, 2 games to determine the 6 that are already chosen, plus 2 more that will join them to make the final or Elite 8. And play is on, and the play is into the Chelmsford end, and the puck comes through the crease, kicked away by Castonguay. Nice start for St. John's. Puck carried in by number 10, Brad Baldinelli, comes back to the point, he dumps it in again. Lions back on their heels a little bit to start.
Ryan's been tested twice.
That's right, and Pastelakis fails to get it out, and we have a hooking call on Richie Burt.
Richie Burt.
That really came from the fact that the Lions were boxed in and couldn't get the puck out of their end. So right into the opening minutes of this hockey game, a minute 33 into the first period, St. John's, Howie, goes on the power play.
Yeah, they've got, as I mentioned, they have their work cut out for them. St. John's looks very sharp already. They're passing, making nice plays. You can see them looking for the open man. They know their system very well from the looks of it.
Puck is down, it's along the boards, and Chelmsford does get it out. Todd Fletcher makes a nice play to dump it down into the St. John's end. Chelmsford penalty killers, Reardon and Fletcher up front, Scanlon and Apostolakis back on the blue line. Puck is dumped in, and Apostolakis belts it around the sideboards, but not out, kept in. And behind the net, Jimmy Scanlon takes a whack at it. And back to the point, number 24, Mike DeRita. And the puck looked like it came out, but got waved off and shot on Brian Castonguay. Nice shot by Tommy Dolan. So right away, St. John's has 3 shots, Howie, on goal.
Yeah, the power play for St. John's, number 24, as you mentioned, Mike DeRita, 44 on the other point, Chris Cody. Center's number 66, Matt Vokes. Left wing, number 10, Brad Baldelli. And number 26 on the right wing is Tom Dolan.
This is Vokes, and he's belted by Pastelakis off the puck. It comes loose, and it's scaled around the boards by Scanlon. Not out, though. Kept in the Chelmsford end. It's been all St. John's to start this hockey game. Nice pass out front to Vokes, and he had a whack at it. Castonguay again to save. 28 seconds left in the penalty to the Lions, Richie Burt.
Right, this is an excellent power play by St. John's here. They've had some excellent opportunities. Brian Castonguay's made some terrific saves.
Very impressed with their ability to control the puck. Nice win on the draw by Todd Fletcher, and Jimmy Scanlon scales it out. 20 seconds left on the St. John's power play. They skated back up left wing. This is Vokes, crossed the blue line, shoots it on goal, kicked out Castonguay to the corner, and dumped out nicely, and this should use up most of the power play. Chased in by Todd Fletcher, up to the red line, and started back in across the blue line, coming across again, firing on Castonguay. And the power play is up now, so the teams are at regular strength. St. John's still controlling play, though. Lions trying to get set now. They probably like a face-off, skating out of the corner with it toward the front of the net. Vokes is alone, but skated off nicely and dumped in by Scanlon. And we've got a penalty, I think, behind the... No? Offside. So the Lions withstood that flurry. 12:34 left in period number 1, just underway. St. John's of Shrewsbury. I'm probably going to say prep all night long too, Howie. We're used to that from football, that's for sure. Chelmsford's got its second line out there now. Broken up at the blue line. Skating in and knocked away, and covered up nicely.
Mike Daly broke it up. Did a nice job.
Valeri dumps a man into the corner, and fights to regain the puck. Patno, Valeri, and Gray are on for Chelmsford. Gray behind the net, and we've got a penalty. Two of them, I think, are both going out, right? We got matching penalties here.
Valeri and number 14, Julian Turcott, both going off.
So matching at 12:06 of the first period. Won't affect the strength of play, however, they'll still skate at 5-on-5. Face-off, I think this is the first face-off also, Howie, down in the St. John's end.
Adam McHugh back in defense with Jim Scanlon. The center is number 17, Matt Frazier.
We've got, Frazier's out there. David Leach, I believe.
Leach and Chris Greenwood, forwards.
And we have hit with a high stick above the shoulder, so face-off's coming down into the Chelmsford zone. Chelmsford trying to get their skating legs now. They haven't quite found them as of the moment, but I'm sure that they will as the period moves along.
Yeah.
Frazier taking the face-off. Whacks it to the corner. Whacks it behind the net. Number 5, Tom Ford, fires it back behind the net. St. John's players, big in size, Howard.
Yes, they are. Looking at this, 6'2", 6'1", 6 feet, 6'1". Excellent size.
Puck is back to the point, and it's knocked out of the zone. Number 16 for St. John's. Scanlon tries to hit Frazier, but he's in a line change. This Chelmsford player is Chris Greenwood. Can't keep it in. Skated out, fired into the corner. Chased in. Chelmsford's first line is out there now. Reardon waxed. David Leach is still out there at the moment. Haven't completed the totally completed the line change yet. I think now they might. David stays on, and St. John's comes back over the blue lineup. Bullet high over the net.
Chris Cody let one go.
Greenwood fights to gain control of the puck, can't do so. Size of St. John's, I think, has been a little bit of a problem for the Lions so far in this period.
Yeah, it's their reach. They have a long reach.
Long reach
able
is
to
correct.
poke the puck off the stick of the Chelmsford players.
They get to a lot of pucks that other players wouldn't get, and they're keeping the puck in. And Todd Fletcher has a partial breakaway now. He collects it coming down left wing, fires a bullet. Oh, nice kick save.
And we were in a change, so there was no fault, no trailers.
Matt Gorham. Todd again. Here he comes back over the line, just onside, shoots it, trying to hit his line mate Reardon. Couldn't do so. Puck's behind Gorham. Todd centers it. Knocked away by Reardon. He tries to center it. Puck comes to the backboard and through the crease. Good action there for the Lions.
Yeah. Good pressure put on them that time. Matt Gorman in the goal for Shrewsbury had to be alert.
That's the first real pressure that Gorham has seen. A couple of good scoring opportunities. This line certainly has been the one all year long that's generated those opportunities.
Yes, this is Reardon, Timmy Ivers, Todd Fletcher, I see, is back there and looking for the draw.
Fletcher on the face-off. It goes behind St. John's net, chased by Reardon to the corner, throws it back behind the net again to Richie Burt. Burt back to the point to Ivers, keeps it in, dumps it into the corner, and now it's skated out. No, it's not skated out. Nice play at the point. Blast by Fletcher off the side of the goalie. Came high. Lions now starting to find some of those skating legs and keeping the pressure on. How are we doing, runner, on shots on goal now? 5-4, is it? So it's starting to balance out a little bit. Bruce Byam, Howie Neal, Ronald Berman, and Pat Lee, our photographer. Really pleased to bring you this MIAA Elite 10, I guess you'd have to say, high school game.
Right.
That's right.
It's nice to see the pressure down in the St. John's end for a change here.
Taking the face-off for the Lions is Valeri. Puck comes to Gorham in goal, and he shoves it behind the net. Lions take a chance and keep it in. Nice play at the point by Jimmy Scanlon.
Oh.
And almost a real breakaway.
There.
Patno tries to pull it around the St. John's player couldn't do so. Comes back to Jimmy Scanlon, and he's going to fire it back in. On goal, hard shot, collected Valeri. Knocked aside. Phil Demers back to Scanlon. He shoots it in. Brian O'Connell shoots it toward goal. Lions have been able to establish some pressure now. Jimmy Scanlon again belts it back in. Patno goes to the corner for it, takes the hit, and we got a penalty.
Here, yep. So interference, I believe.
The puck is still loose, and we're going to get a Chelmsford power play.
Oh, he got him for elbowing. I had my choice, and I took it wrong.
Could have been either one, I think. 8 minutes, 38 seconds left to play in the first period, and Chelmsford will go on its first power play. Lions are going to skate Fletcher at center with Patno and Reardon, Scanlon and Apostolakis on defense. Number 66, Mac Vokes, is one of the penalty killers for St. John's.
Yeah, number 10, Brad Badelli. Number 23, Phil Demers. And number 24, Mike Dorita are the penalty killers.
Puck comes to the blue line, kept in at the blue line by Apostolakis. He does it again, dumps it behind the net, can't be collected, and Apostolakis once more. Nice pass into Patno behind the net to Fletcher. Todd circles the net, dumps it back to Scanlon. He drills it, save Gorham. Good power play pressure here. This is Todd Fletcher on the sideboard, and loses control but gets it back. Kicks it, tries to get it to one of the Chelmsford guys. Vokes breaks it out, pulls it nicely. A nice play and a great save by Castanguay. Vokes made him one of the Todd Fletcher moves there.
He did. He did. He made a nice change. Nice
Here's
fake.
Todd, 2-on-1. Shoots. Oh, we got. I don't know what that one is.
I think we had someone in the crease there waiting for the pass.
Okay. Yeah, good call, Howie. I think that's what it was. Boy, Lions took advantage. Castanguay came up big on Vokes, and back they came, 2-on-1.
Sean Reardon thought that Todd was going to give him a pass, and he skated into the crease just before Todd shot.
Chelmsford still has 25 seconds left on a power play if they can get it in, and Todd does. Collects it, tries to cut in on left wing, tries to give it to Reardon, and he's bumped off the puck.
Nice play, nice defensive play by the Shrewsbury St. John's player there. Todd had the right idea. Reardon was closing in.
Penalty is almost up. Scanlon couldn't quite keep it in. Covering up now is Apostolakis, and he blasts number 44. Real good hit on Chris Cody. So the St. John's has killed the power play. Puck is back into the St. John's end. Comes back to Scanlon, a bullet, and a great save, Gorham. Right on the button with that shot. Back comes St. John's. Jimmy Scanlon takes the bump, goes to the corner. Puck comes out front, and it's save Castanguay. Another save Castanguay, held the post, and back come the Lions. This is Todd Fletcher leading the rush through center ice. Just misfired a little bit on the shot, and Gorham's going to hold on. Up, back and forth action now, Howie.
Yes, lots of action there.
Even some action over on the Lions bench right now. Coach Fletcher trying to explain something.
Giving a little encouragement to a couple of players.
As only he can. Shots are 10 Chelmsford, 8 St. John's. There's been some quality shots on both ends of the rink.
Both goalies have been tested. They've made some nice saves. This is going to be an exciting game, as I said at the beginning, and it looks like it's going to turn out that way.
Valeri is bumped off the puck. Richie Britt fights to keep it in. Goes to the corner after it. Being harassed by one of the St. John's players. Still being harassed. Boy, he kind of got manhandled over there, I think.
Richie's still working.
Still trying to collect something.
He's all set. He's got his glove.
Nice drop pass to Vokes. He has another good shot at the goal, and Castanguay once again kicks it aside. Puck behind the Lions goalie, and not tied up. It comes loose. Richie Britt battles in the corner, takes a man down.
He's still playing free safety.
Vokes gets it back to the point. and it's drilled in, and it's wide, and that
Just missed.
puck was labeled.
Yeah,
Here it comes again, and it scores. Number 66, that's Vokes, and he dumps in the rebound, shot in from the point. St. John's goes on top. At the 9:27 mark of the first period, Matt Vokes on a rebound makes it 1-0 St. John's.
I was going to make the comment, both goalies have to be careful. They've been letting rebounds come out directly in front of them, and somebody's going to be picking up a loose puck and put it right by them again, and that's exactly what happened in that goal.
I agree with you, and I think I haven't been keeping individual statistics on Vokes, but he must have had 5-6 shots already in his hockey game on goal. So the Lions trail. This is Sean Reardon going to the corner. Patno out front to Fletcher, couldn't hit him. And skating back with it is St. John's Prep across the Chelmsford line. Throw it into the corner. Brian O'Connell chases it there, takes the hit in the corner. And a big hit it was. Todd Fletcher now collects the puck, skates behind his goal, looks for an opening, and tries to hit a man out front, but can't do that. That's kind of a tough pass up through the center. And it's out front again. That goal has certainly picked up St. John's a little bit.
Yes, it has. Their foot speed looks a little quicker right now. They've got to step on Chelmsford, and Chelmsford's trying to get back into this.
Reardon gains the red line, fires it to the corner, and it goes over the boards.
Hit
Too
the
bad.
dasher and deflected up into the crowd.
So we have 4 minutes, 34 seconds to play in period number 1. Chelmsford on the short end of a 1-0 score. Just a few moments ago, Matt Vokes scored for St. John's Prep. St. John's of Shrewsbury, that's my first one. This is David Leach going to the corner, into the boards, gets hit there. Matt Trahan trying to help him. This is Timmy Ivers. Matt Trahan with the puck, gets it back to Ivers. Ivers drills it on toward net, doesn't get through though. We're skating out 2-on-1. And fortunately for the Lions, that pass went astray. They had a nice break out there.
And Chris Apostolakis was hustling back. He was going to get into the middle and break it up. He did a nice job there.
Chris is with the puck now, and he skates it up and out across the line. Nice pass up over the line to Chris Greenwood. A little bit wide, and it comes back across the blue line into the Chelmsford zone. And it's snapped up in the center, just missing Matt Trahan with the puck. And back comes St. John's, throwing a puck on goal again. It's loose out front. Boy, there's some rebounds, Howie.
Right, we've got to be covering those up or have someone back there to help clear them out of the way.
We've got an icing call.
Yeah, I want to leave the puck laying out in front like that and give someone another free shot at Brian. He's doing an excellent job making good stops in the initial shot, and now we just got to clear the rebounds out of there and prevent a second goal.
3 minutes, 41 seconds, 1-0 St. John's of Shrewsbury. Jimmy Scanlon scales it around the boards, trying to hit Richie Burt with it. Collected by Todd Fletcher, 3-on-2 for the moment. John Reardon tries to get it on goal. Nice defensive job by St. John's, Mike DeRita, to break it up. It's kept in though. Puck comes around the boards, belted by Reardon, looking for the puck. Collected by DeRita. He starts it up. Vokes in the center. And this is an offside, but a delayed offside. DeRita with the puck. Scales it back in, and we've got another offside. So we're going to have a nice face-off. So we're going to have a face-off in the St. John's end. Crowd is starting to fill in now. It's a pretty nice-looking crowd here.
Yep.
Early game, a lot of people.
It's a little quiet crowd.
Very quiet crowd. Shot on goal. And hit into the boards. Coming across the line.
Nice. Two nice checks by Sean.
Two nice checks out front. The Lions break it 2-on-1 now. Fletcher holding, passing. Oh, wide of Apostolakis. Todd might have had a shot there. And now we've got a whistle behind the play. Reardon and Ben Doherty were caught behind the play. So we've got a face-off down in the St. John's end. 2 minutes, 34 seconds to play in the first period.
The Lions had a great opportunity to score just then. I don't know what they were trying to be too cute, I think. They should have just, Todd, I thought, should have just let the puck rip.
And it's dumped back into the St. John's end, and they start skating it up and out. And knocked away by the Lions again. Over the line is Valeri, knocks it into the corner. Patno, Valeri, and Gray on for the Lions. Puck is loose in the corner, collected and kept in by O'Connell at the blue line. He keeps it in again, and it comes loose. Gotta be careful. St. John's reminds me of a team that looks like snipers out at that blue line, just looking for the breakaway.
Yeah.
St. John's skates the puck back, and whoa, close call there again for the Lions.
Yeah.
Gray dumps it in off the boards. Chased by Valeri behind the net. It's overskated. Valeri gets it out front, knocked away by Gorham.
Nice job centering the puck there.
Lions still have it. Valeri behind the net. Richie Burt. I'm sorry. Yes, Richie Burt. It is Richie. Yep. Fighting in the corner. Richie does some nice corner work. And
Larry Burt and Patno out there right now with Scanlon and O'Connell on the
break in, and nice play out front. Skated off. Net is loose. 1 minute and 9 seconds to play in the first period. Nice breakout by St. John's.
Yes, it was. They've had an excellent breakout there. They move the puck very well. They look for the open man, and they, as I said earlier, they know their system and they work it.
They seem to make a lot of long passes up through center ice, Howie, and bypass 2 or 3 people in the process.
Yeah.
We've got a face-off in the Chelmsford zone. This is the Fletcher line. Puck is out across the blue line. DeRita collects it. Richie Burt trying to fight for control of the puck. Todd Fletcher gets it to Rid. Nice wing-to-wing pass to Burt, but just behind him, breaking in is that man again. Shoots it high. Vokes had another break-in through center ice.
Yeah. Brian did a good job. He came out, cut down the angle, and Vokes had to shoot it, and ended up shooting it high.
Nice wing-to-wing pass to Rid, and trying to collect the pass. Todd Fletcher with it. Skates through center, shoots it on goal. And nice play by Chelmsford there. Just couldn't get it past the goalie. They still have it. 28 seconds to play in the first period. And it's whacked at and kept in by Apostolakis. Richie Burt tried to change direction. Fletcher goes to the corner with it. Scanlon fires it in. It's kicked wide. 14 seconds. Apostolakis bangs it at the goal. Gets it back to Rid, and he shoots it in. It's loose, and it's tied up with 6 seconds to play. Lions have had their chances.
They had their chances there. Gorman came up strong again and made a nice stop. And that time he kept the puck in his pads and didn't let it rebound out, because there were definitely some Lions around ready to pounce.
We have but 5 seconds left in the first period. A 1-0 St. John's Shrewsbury lead. Bruce Byam, Howie Neal, Ronald Berman bringing you this hockey game from the Chelmsford Forum. Time for maybe one shot here. If you win the draw.
Yeah.
Fletcher takes the draw with Vokes. Puck is loose, skated to the corner, and St. John's is going to be happy to let this period run out, and it does. So we've come to the end of the first period of play. Shots on goal, 14 for Chelmsford, 12 for St. John's. Pretty evenly played period.
Evenly played. It started out with all St. John's there. Brian had like 4 saves before we dented the goaltender of St. John's, but then Chelmsford started putting the pressure on, got their legs, and it was a real close game, period in shots, and all quality shots. And that one extra shot was the one that was a goal.
Long way to go in this one, but I get the feeling that that next goal could be really huge in this game, Howie.
It can be. I think the St. John's is going to come out flying, and I think the Lions will come out knowing that they want to score right away and not get 2 goals down. We'll see what Coach Fletcher can come up with in the next 15-minute rest period.
So we'll be back with second period action in just a moment. Stay with us. Okay, welcome back, everybody. Bruce Byam, Howie Neal, Ronna Berman getting ready for second period action. The only goal in the first period was by St. John's of Shrewsbury, coming at the 9:27 mark, scored by the captain, Matt Vokes. And that goal has stood up. Both teams, Howie, with some chances.
Yes, Matt Vokes, it looks like an excellent skater, an excellent shooter, a hard shot, very quick. Both teams have played very well the first period. Chelmsford had some chances. Gorman stood tall for St. John's and kept us shut out. But I think that we might break that iron barrier this period here.
One thing that impressed me about Vokes was his ability to stay on his feet. Big boy, he's listed in the program at 6'1", 190, and he certainly looks it out there tonight.
He's a very wide body, but he does an excellent job keeping his balance, Bruce, you're right. And I like the way he skates, I like the way he moves the puck, and he is a dangerous sniper.
Shots on goal were pretty even, 14 for the Lions, 12 for St. John's, and pretty indicative of the way things went. Vokes is out there to start the second period with Brad Baldelli and trying to check his other wingmate in just a moment. The Lions skating Fletcher, Reardon, and Burt, and Apostolakis, and Ivers on defense. Puck is in the St. John's end, behind the net. This is Vokes, Fletcher rather, collecting a puck, and it comes back out across the blue line, covered up by Apostolakis. He tries to get it back in, just does get it in, and Todd Fletcher keeps it in. Nice play by Todd, looking for a teammate now. Back to Apostolakis, a big shot and a nice save.
Found its way in, it was a nice save by Gorman there. Low off the ice.
Lions' first opportunity was a nice hard shot. Chris Apostolakis, sophomore from the blue line, and Gorman came up with the save. So the net was dislodged, and we're going to have a face-off in the St. John's end. Just underway, second period action, 1-0 St. John's.
Matt Gorman's a senior captain from Southborough, Mass.
And back to Apostolakis. He shoots it in again, just wide. It's covered up by Gorman.
Todd Fletcher almost got that in on a rebound off the board. Gorman was out a little too far, and Todd almost got a handle on that and put it in.
Lions are winning the faceoff, and that's certainly helping in terms of getting puck control here. Let's see if Todd can win another one with Vokes. And he does. Shot by Reardon, but it's deflected. Timmy Ivers chased by Vokes, and he does a nice job to get the puck out. St. John's back in across the blue line, though. Kept in by Baldelli, and he skates to the corner with it, tries to come out of the corner with the puck. Checked there by the Lions, and Apostolakis belts it up to the boards, but not out. And in front, two St. John's players. Todd Fletcher streaking up through center ice now, gains the blue line, stops, keeps the puck again, and a nice shot hit the post. Sean Reardon, I think, rattled that one off the near side post. And he's knocked down. The puck has come back out to Ivers. He drills one, and it's deflected nicely by Baldelli.
Nice play by Baldelli there to go down and
cleared nicely by Castanguay. Reardon tied up on the boards, but gets the puck in deep. And the Lions make a change now. Skating out Patno, Valeri, and Gray. Puck is loose in front of the St. John's bench. And it's knocked into the St. John's end. This has been a good start in the second period for the Lions. Need a goal, though. Apostolakis, nice move through into the center, whacked in by Gray. Valeri collects it. This would be a nice time for the other lines to step up and score one, Howie.
Right, this is it, right in here. They've had the opportunity. They've kept the pressure down this end. And Gorman has come up big. Chelmsford has put some good shots, quality shots on the net, and they're doing a good job of keeping the pressure on St. John's and keeping them bottled up in their own end.
Third or fourth face-off in the St. John's end already. Puck comes through to Gorham, and he makes a save again. Jimmy Scanlon decides the better of trying to come up and keep that one in. Shot off the post and hits the screen. Puck was deflected. It looked harmless, but it actually caught the top post, the center post.
It actually it deflected off of Brian's stick, a top handle of his stick above his glove, above his stick glove, the blocker, and hit the crossbar.
Play is on behind the Lions net. Adam McHugh tries to gain control of the puck. Sort of held in and pinged along the boards, comes out front. Valeri nicely with the puck, skates it out, gets taken down. No call on the play. Kevin Gray skates it back in, and it's stopped at the blue line by McHugh. Jimmy Scanlon shoots it in and out. So the faceoff will come back to the red line. Jimmy tried to just throw that into the corner, and it took off.
Adam McHugh showed some nice soft hands on that, receiving the pass on that play in the center ice zone before he passed it to Jim Scanlon. Nice job.
12:23 left to play in the second period of action. This is an MIAA play-in game to the Elite Eight between St. John's of Shrewsbury and Chelmsford High School.
The winner of this game gets the opportunity to play BC High, undefeated at 19-0.
That's like sort of like how we almost, you're not sure you've got a date for the prom, and then you find out you've got a date for the prom, and we'll just leave it at that. So, play back on. Timmy Ivers behind the net. I just got a dirty look on that. I think I better forget it. Whacked in nicely by Matt Frazier. David Leach goes behind the net, kept in by Greenwood. And St. John's now starts it out. They're breaking through center ice. And Ivers on the blue line does a nice job to knock that puck out. Delayed offside. Up through center ice, Apostolakis tries to gain control. Frazier dumps it back into the Chelmsford zone, trying to hit Ivers with the puck. Ivers, ooh, that's loose in front. And the Lions almost.
It almost looked like Brian scored on himself.
Almost.
Yeah.
And we have an icing, and the Lions are going to get a line change on that icing. Scanlon and O'Connell are going to come out on defense. Fletcher, Reardon, and Richie Burt. Forward line. They seem to be matched up consistently with the Volks line.
Yes, they have. I think they're one-on-one here. Number one versus number one.
Correct. And it's been a pretty even match, actually, 1 versus 1.
Well, it has.
Nice pass to Todd Fletcher, on the left wing side, trying to hit his man in front, and it's loose. And Lions almost had a chance there. Puck comes back to Scanlon. He tees it up, gets it on net. Todd Fletcher tries to deflect it. Another good breakout by the Lions.
Nice play by the Lions there.
O'Connell tries to defend. Stepping around him was number 10, Baldelli, and it's shot the puck over the goal, fortunately for Chelmsford.
Ryan looked sharp on his game. He came out, cut down the angle again, and forced him the shooter to shoot sooner than he wanted to.
I think he's improved consistently during this season, Howie. I agree with you. The Volks line here is really putting some pressure on Chelmsford. And we've puck not out. Good hit out at the line.
Okay, we've got them in a line change right now.
And out it comes to center. Fletcher with Reardon. 2-on-3. Oh, he almost got that through. Comes back to Scanlon. He's going to rip one. He does. Loose. Score! Lions scored. Sean Reardon from Jimmy Scanlon, Howie.
Excellent job. Sean stayed right around. There was a rebound, and he was able to flip it up backhander up in the corner.
The Lions at the 9:55 mark of the second period have tied this hockey game on a rebound. Sean Reardon, Jimmy Scanlon blasted one, and as you said earlier, rebounds.
Well, they are going to maybe the problem right now.
5 minutes, 5-second mark of the second period. Reardon lights the light for the Lions. Back comes St. John's. One assist on that goal, and it was to Jimmy Scanlon. Apostolakis tries to hit Patno along the boards. Can't do it, but now, he has a chance for a breakout. Almost. Sean got turned around there just a little bit and couldn't hit him, Howie.
Right, I think it would have been an offside anyway had it been touched, but Lions are back in it now.
Yeah, and they've just shown here that they have a 6-2 shot advantage in this period, and they deservedly so. It seems like that's the way it's gone.
Yeah. Yeah, they put good pressure. Here's another face-off down the St. John's end.
Right.
And we'll see if...
This is Trahan, Leach, and Greenwood, I believe, the line for the Lions. Ivers and Apostolakis on defense.
Is this Trahan's first...
Frazier, Frazier. Apostolakis, ooh, just goes wide of Gorham in goal. Kept in by Trahan. He shoots it back on Gorham. He's forced to cover it up. Yeah. Another face-off.
Another face-off in the circle down at the St. John's end.
9 minutes, 12 seconds left to play in the second period. Lions make a change now. Leach, Frazier, no, they just changed defensemen, I'm sorry. McHugh and Scanlon on defense. St. John's gains control and throws the puck out, and we've got an icing. Yeah. Another face-off. Coach Fletcher and Gallagher on the Chelmsford bench offering, again, some words of encouragement.
He's trying to see, well, David Leach took the face-off, and Mark
Trahan, right?
Trahan was over in the other face-off circle. I think Coach Fletcher was trying to get some insight as to what they were thinking.
Would be interesting. Another icing. So that's within 10 seconds, 2 icings in a row. So Chelmsford will change up now, and they'll bring on the Fletcher line with Ridden and Richie Brett, Apostolakis and Ivers. And we'll see the Volks line. Seems like I should be saying the Volkswagen, but right.
Well, they are a wagon.
They are a wagon. Puck comes loose again. This will not be icing, though. Apostolakis is going to go to the corner with number 26, Tom Dolan. They fight to gain control. Fletcher pokes it loose. It comes to Ridden. They're going to break it out 2-on-1 with Brett. Ridden down the right wing to Brett. Just missed connections to Fletcher.
So close. Is that reach we were talking about earlier?
Right. That's right. Nice looking play, though, by the Lions. Apostolakis fires it in, and the Lions fight to keep it in. They do along the boards. This is Fletcher coming off the boards with it. Still keeps control. Poked by Apostolakis. Fletcher with the puck. Breaks to the net. On net. Goal! Goal by Ridden! Oh, my goodness. I almost called that one too quickly, Howie.
Excellent effort down here that time. Apostolakis, Todd Fletcher along the boards, got the puck away from the boards, skated it toward the goal, passed it across, and then we called the goal before it was a goal.
That's right. 6-minute, 50-second mark of the second period. The Lions have scored 2 goals to take a 2-1 lead. Sean Ridden with both of them. And he had 2 pokes at that one. Thank goodness. I called the first one, and he finished it up. Face off again at center ice. Volk shoots it in. Castonguay holds on, and it's going to get a face off.
I notice on Brian Castaway's sleeve he's got a number 10, and I was trying to figure out what happened here.
He does. You're right. He has a 10 out there. Play is on. It's in the Chelmsford end now. Chelmsford has gained the lead. They'd like to lengthen that lead if they could. Oh, a nice hit by Sean Ridden. Puck comes loose to Todd Fletcher, trying to hit Richie Brett with it. Fletcher keeps control, fired back to, a blast by Ridden, comes wide. Scanlon shoots it, on net, Fletcher. All Lions here in the second period. They are just dominating this hockey game. Scanlon to Fletcher, just missed connections.
Terrific pressure keeping the puck down in this end. St. John's having a real hard time getting it out of the zone.
Back out to Scanlon. He drills it, and nice save
by Gorman.
Ronald, what do we got for saves? Shots, rather.
I thought that was labeled for the corner, but Gorman made a great save, pulled the glove up in time.
13-3, Howie. Shots on goal in the second period, and we're just beyond the midway point of the second period.
Wow.
Only a 2-1 lead, though, for Chelmsford. They'd certainly like to add to it. Play is on. Behind the net, number 16 for... Oh, a great shot in again by the Lions and covered up by Gorham.
Yeah.
That was 19, not 16. Kyle Crossan for St. John's. Valeri, Gray, Patno, the Chelmsford line.
Apostolakis on defense, along with
Covered at the point by
Jimmy
Patno.
Ivers.
He dumps it back to Apostolakis, and he gives it back to his defenseman, Timmy Ivers, and he gets it up and out and into the St. John's end. That's been a familiar theme. Apostolakis comes up to keep the puck in. Nice job by Chris. Lion defensemen are doing a good job in this period. Chris, nice pass,
move there,
nice footwork, nice pass in front. Oh my goodness, they had another chance. Apostolakis again throws it in front. And now St. John's is going to break it out 2-on-1. Timmy Ivers back. And shot in and over. Nice save, Castonguay. And the Lions get control and they skate it out. Apostolakis around one man, down the left wing, up wide open. Oh my goodness, Patno wide open in front. End-to-end action. David Leach trying to keep it in. He does to Patno. Comes in the middle again. Leach, and it comes over Chris Apostolakis at the blue line.
Good forechecking by Leach.
5 minutes, 50 seconds left in the second period. 2-1 Chelmsford. Nice play by Gray, but he couldn't get the Frazier couldn't get the puck out. Oh, kick save, Castonguay.
By Brian.
Good save there. Frazier tries to dig the puck out, skate it up and through center ice, try to hit David Leach. Good action along the sideboards here. Matt Trahan, David Leach chased the puck into the St. John's end. David Leach bothers St. John's player. Kept in by Apostolakis. Frazier trying to get control of it, and it comes out back to Timmy Ivers. He gets it up to Chris Apostolakis. He walks it in, and he gets belted at the blue line by number 14, Julian Turcotte. That was a Chris Apostolakis check.
That was.
Steele, Fletcher in front. Oh, he couldn't pull it back on his forehand.
Yeah.
Nice try. Todd got hit. Todd is looked like he might be injured on that play. I know he got hit. I'm not sure where though.
It's his shoulder. It's his shoulder.
Trying to shake it off. I know they've got a St. John's penalty to number 14, Turcotte. I know Todd would like to get back out on the power play, Howie.
Yeah, have Doc take a look at it. See, I think it's just maybe a stinger in the neck or something when he got hooked. He's all right.
He's trying to convince him that he's okay, but I think they're going to give him nope, they're going to let him come out.
Let's see what.
And Richie Burt's going to come off, so Todd's hanging in there tough. The Lions have a power play. 4 minutes, 45 seconds left in period number 2. This penalty comes at the 10:15 mark. Apostolakis with control. Dumps it into the corner to Reardon. Back to Apostolakis. Over to Jimmy Scanlon. Scanlon wide open. Reardon just off his stick. They've had their chances. Reardon digs the puck out. Behind the net. Back to Scanlon, to Reardon. Reardon's had a nice hockey game tonight. 2 goals already. Behind the net. Out front. Oh, and just over the net. Reardon looking for the hat trick. And St. John's gets it out with 55 seconds left on the penalty. Scanlon. Volks is chasing that puck down. He's good. He's a threat. Fletcher to Scanlon. The Lions with 40 seconds now. Try to get the puck up. Deflected to Apostolakis. He drills it in and offside. Just offside. Lions had some, again, good chances. Shots now are up to about 15-5, I believe, in the second period.
Quite a turnaround. Quite a turnaround.
Absolutely.
Todd is still feeling the effects of that slash.
Yeah, he is. You can tell by the way he's skating and the way he's holding his stick. Scanlon is bothered by Volks, but he gets the puck away. and it's into the St. John's end behind the net. That's Patno trying to get control. Todd does get control. Looks for a man. Doesn't want to just give it away. Takes it behind the net. Still looking, and gets it out front, but no shot could be fired. Scanlon controls it. Apostolakis steps back in. Gets held on the play. No call. Blatant holding on the play.
Wow.
Penalty is up. Lions got control and trying to get a shot off was Patno. Fletcher with the puck and just shoots, snaps it over the crossbar. Scanlon and Reardon get a little bit mixed up together.
Yeah.
Scanlon has it. Oh, just offside. Todd couldn't quite get out of the zone. You're right, Howie. You can tell by the way he's moving out there. He's still feeling whatever it was. Seems to be his left side, maybe.
Yeah, he got whacked on the either the elbow or the slash on the elbow or the upper arm, because I thought maybe he had a little stinger, a little pins and needles, or like he may have hit his elbow.
Right.
Crazy bone, right?
Seems to have lasted a little longer than that.
Yeah.
Apostolakis with the puck, throws it into the St. John's end, and they shoot it back out, and this could be icing. And it is. Fourth or fifth time icing in this second period.
Yeah.
2 minutes, 38 seconds to play.
It's hard for that pins and needles to clear up when it's cold. You need some heat on the area.
Valeri, Gray, and Richie Burt. Ivers and Apostolakis on defense. Puck is into the right wing corner, where it has spent an awful lot of this second period. Shot on goal, kicked away by Gorham. Nice play, but
whoa!
Just St. John's just able to get that puck out. Timmy Ivers tried to keep it in, but couldn't quite do so. St. John's changing up. The Lions.
Again, that was when we had the offside.
You made the point earlier that there's an excellent crowd here now, but
Yeah.
this has got to be one of the quietest hockey crowds we've heard all year. Amazing.
Yeah.
Well-behaved spectators tonight. Oh, nice pass up through center ice. St. John's trying to collect it, skate it in, and they are applying some pressure now. Shot from the point. Nice play by
Nice stop.
Matt Frazier, to get that puck out, forcing St. John's to organize again. And they're back in. Nice save. Shot on goal. It's loose, and it's over the goal. David Leach whacking at it to the corner. Skates it up. Frazier gets it out. Yeah, we've got icing on the Lions here. St. John's, excellent pressure.
Yeah, there was a good 3 nice saves by Brian there. He was tested.
Hasn't seen many in this period,
No.
but was awake.
He's awake now.
Yep, that's right. Minute 42 seconds in the second period. 2-1 Chelmsford hockey lead. Todd Fletcher out to take the face-off. Jimmy Scanlon whacks it around the boards. Collecting it there. Richie Burt tries to get it out. Digs for the puck. Ties it up. Wastes a little time. And we get a whistle for a face-off. I think the Lions would love to get another goal, but they have to be somewhat satisfied with their comeback in this period, the way they played it.
Right, I think they
Don't give one up here.
No, that's the idea. That's the thinking right now. Let's not give one up. Let's keep the pressure on them, get the puck out of the zone, and let the clock run out. Reload during the rest.
Todd Fletcher streaking down right wing, looking for somebody in front, throws it behind the net. Richie Britt goes to the corner to get it. John Reardon behind the net now, looking for his third goal of the night. He has the 2 Lion goals. Richie Britt out front, doesn't want to give it away. Fire, that's Fletcher, excuse me, 10 and 18. Britt goes behind the net. 1 minute to play. Apostolakis fires. Oh, nice save, Gorham. Puck is loose, and it comes through the crease. Wow, there was some great chances again.
Excellent. They're right on target. Gorman has been really tested. I think the first one hit off his plexiglass throat protector.
Very funny sound, wasn't it, Howie?
Yeah, it was a more plastic sound. It wasn't the wood sound.
So we're going to have a face-off with 51 seconds left in the second period of play. Fletcher taking the face-off with Vokes. Puck is loose. It's not controlled by anyone. Todd Fletcher has the puck behind the net, tries to skate out front, knocked off his stick. Sean Reardon tries to get it. And now St. John's collects it, and they skate it up, streaking down right wing on the lone, and a nice save. Castonguay came out again to cut an angle.
Yes, he did.
Uh-oh, St. John's is loose in front here now. Vokes is out front, and comes loose to the corner to Postolakis.
Camp out in front of the net there, and they need to clear him out of there.
Tough man to clear out.
Tough man to clear out, but at least bother him.
And St. John's keeping the play on with 10 seconds to go in this period. 9 seconds now, puck behind the net, and another shot on goal, kicked aside Castonguay. 2 seconds out front, and that's going to 0.3 of a second. We've got a penalty.
Vokes for high sticking.
Both guys?
No, just Vokes, high sticking
Vokes.
on Chris Apostolakis.
Wow, Chris might have talked him into that one. So we're going to start the third period with a Lion power play with 0.3 of a second. Matt Vokes is going off, and he's one of their penalty killers.
Right. He had Chris tied up around the neck, and Chris wasn't able to get out of the situation, and the referee saw it and blew the whistle.
And that's going to do it for the second period. The Lions making a great comeback in that period to score 2 goals by Sean Reardon to take
Definitely.
a 2-1 lead, 19-9 in shots.
19-9 in shots, definitely kept the pressure on. The puck was consistently down in the St. John's end, and they made some 19 shots, and that's an awful lot for one period. They did an excellent job.
Especially of the caliber of the play now that you're into this tournament. So it's a nice period for the Lions. They came back trailing 1-0 after the first period, scored 2 goals, both by Sean Reardon. Brian Castonguay, a little bit of a story.
He has. He's done an excellent job. He's made some great saves. He's come out, cut down the angle, made the Shrewsbury rush their shots. They forced him to go high. He's made a couple of nice pad saves, held the post very well. He's really done a good job.
Don't go away, folks. We're going to be back with third period action. Bruce Byam, Howie Neal, Ronna Berman, and Pat Lee, and we're looking forward to period number 3. See you then. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Bruce Byam, Howie Neal, and we're getting set for third period action. A real exciting hockey game. The Lions on top 2-1 at the end of 2 periods. Howie, the shots are 33 for the Lions, 21 for St. John's, after Chelmsford enjoying a huge second period advantage.
An excellent second period advantage, Bruce. They had constant pressure on St. John's throughout the entire period. St. John's had a very difficult time getting out of their zone. Chelmsford really bothered them a lot, controlled the puck, made some great passes, and it could have been even a third or fourth goal with some of the scoring opportunities.
Yeah,
they
very
made some
easily.
nice plays.
I agree with you. Could easily have been a bigger, wider margin. Good news for Chelmsford to start this period. St. John's is going to be down a player, and that player is their captain, Matt Vokes, probably their best player.
Right.
So the Lions are going to be on a power play.
He's a key penalty killer, and he's also their lone goal scorer at the moment. So this is a great opportunity the next minute and a half for the Lions to maybe get a third goal here.
Sometimes tough to get a power play goal when you start a period. It's tough to have a power play, I should say, but
right.
I think they take it rather than not have it. So
No, they should. This will be a nice time right here. Let's see
here
how
we
they
go.
do.
Try to get the puck in, and Postolakis gets it back to Todd Fletcher. Todd to Jimmy Scanlon, Fletcher, Postolakis. Scanlon, Apostolakis on defense. This is Patno, misfires. Puck is back to Apostolakis, and the Lions avoided a breakaway there.
Well, they might
Yeah,
have
we
another.
could have had an interference here at mid-ice. Chris got decked, but no call. I guess the referees figure one-man advantage is enough. Play on. Comes to Scanlon at the point, to Fletcher along the sideboards. He skates it out front, gets dumped. Comes to Apostolakis, fakes the shot, keeps possession, wheels, Scanlon.
They're showing great patience right now, trying to get the puck.
Patno Back to Patno, into Fletcher, behind the net. Todd looking for somebody out front. 30 seconds left on the power play. Todd dumps it to Apostolakis. Back to Todd, along the sideboards. Good job by St. John's. Wide open for Scanlon, and it comes up high, deflected high and onto the netting behind the goal.
Deflected by Gorman, or was it deflected by Sean Reed? Oops.
I'm not sure, Howie, to be honest with you.
Sean skated across the crease and or out in front of the goalie, and I wasn't sure who deflected it up there.
Nice save by Gorham. Matt Gorham, their senior goaltender, who's also played an excellent hockey game tonight. 19 seconds left on this power play for the Lions. Puck is down. Comes to Apostolakis, jumps off his stick. He shoves it to the corner. Fletcher behind the net, looking for somebody again, looking. Apostolakis drills one, and it comes high over the net and off the boards and whacked down. St. John's is going to kill that power play, so nice job by St. John's there to keep the Lions at bay. Got Vokes trying to come out of the penalty box. Whoa. That could have been interesting.
You heard Coach Gallagher waking up the team that Vokes was on the prowl.
13 minutes, 25 seconds to play in the third period. Chelmsford on top by a 2-1 score. Valeri, Gray, and Richie Burt, the Chelmsford line. Apostolakis and Timmy Ivers on defense. Vokes is now out there.
Well rested.
Well rested. Number 8 is Michael Daly. On defense, number 14, Julian Turcott and Patrick Brenner. Coming out through center ice, the Lions intercept it and dump it back in. This is Turcott with the pucks, broken up. Valeri, been a force tonight, played a nice hockey game. This is Gray trying to get set for a shot. Bumped off the puck by Vokes, and he winds up through center ice. And streaking down the side, still keeps control of the puck. And he dumps it back to the point. Now St. John's putting some pressure on.
Right.
Shot skips wide.
Look
and
out.
it comes up into the crowd. So we're going to have a face-off in the Chelmsford end. 12:44.
I got to say, we look a little too casual out there right now. I don't know if because we have a 1-goal lead, but we don't look as into it as I think we should be at this time.
The intensity level has seemed to have dropped a little bit. I agree with you. Trahan, Frazier, and David Leach, I believe, is the Chelmsford line. Scanlon and McHugh on defense. And you're right, Howie, this is a repeat of what you just said. Chelmsford does get the puck out. Frazier gets the puck, collects the puck. Leach behind the net, looking to get control. And Leach cannot get control. Shot in by Trahan. Play on in the... This could be ice. No, they waved off the icing. Jimmy Scanlon goes behind the net. Puck's out front and skated through the crease. Another opportunity for St. John's there. It's just one of these times where you can't give a good hockey team that many chances.
No.
And they snap it in behind goal. McHugh in the corner. And we've got a whistle for a face-off. It comes out of the rink.
I just don't like the way they're going right now. They haven't got on track from their second period rest.
11 minutes, 48 seconds to play in the third period. Face-off in the Chelmsford end. Fletcher, Burt, and Reardon. Ivers and Apostolakis on defense. Lions are desperate now for some reason to get the puck out. They can't seem to get it out. Shot high over the net. Apostolakis takes his man to the boards. Nice pass up through center ice. Fletcher collects it. Got the trailer with Reardon. Drops it for Reardon. He snaps it off and just over the goal.
Had a great idea. It was a good spot.
Apostolakis slows down.
Vokes,
I think, had an idea who was coming. Fletcher dumps it to the corner. Tries to collect the puck there. Shoots it out front. It's knocked behind the net by Gorham. Reardon to Fletcher. Reardon sweeps it in front. And it comes loose. Reardon still on the puck. Good pressure now by the Lions. Fletcher out front, and it's Richie Burt. Save Gorham. 10 minutes,
3-on-2.
55 seconds, 2-on-2, drop pass to Vokes. He snaps it off. Puck is loose. Skated up, but not out. And deflected off of Ivers. Comes to the corner. Apostolakis fights for it. Pretty wide open right now. Comes back out across the blue line, and St. John's is going to have to clear the zone. Lions snap it up. Coach Fletcher wants a line change. Britt fires it on net, and they get that line change. Uh-oh, we got a 3-on-2 now for the moment. St. John's coming through center ice. Puck is loose in front, goes to the corner. Chased behind the net by Ivers. He sweeps it along the sideboards. And it comes out, and Sean Patno chases it to the corner, and it's icing. Well, 10 minutes, 1 second. We played 4:59.
That was probably a good icing right here to kind of regroup. I think the intensity's starting to pick up a little bit. And
St. John's has regrouped during that intermission between second and third periods, and coming out the way they played the first period, a much stronger looking team.
Yes, they are. This is the way they came out in the first period, right? The way
Correct.
They're playing right now.
And they're doing to Chelmsford what Chelmsford did to them, keeping the puck and the pressure on in the Lions' end of the rink. And the Lions almost break it out, but couldn't, and now they do get it out, but they're just throwing it out, really not skating it out at all. This is Julian Turcotte winding up and loses control of the puck, and it goes into the penalty box. So we're going to have a face-off at the St. John's blue line. We should tell you that the winner of this hockey game probably will be too late for the viewers, but just in case, we'll play at the Songus Arena on this Sunday, which will be March 2nd.
Right, at 7 o'clock.
Against the featured team, BC High, as you said before, 19-0 on the season. Everybody's picked to win this Elite 8 or 10 hockey tournament.
And repeat, because they're defending
champs. That's right. Had quite a season, and you can go through 19 games against quality teams and not lose. Puck is loose, and it's into the Chelmsford zone. Jimmy Scanlon, 9 minutes, 10 seconds to play in the third period. Chelmsford enjoying a 1-goal lead. Trahan nicely to Leach. Leach streaking in, shoots it on goal, and he crashes the net. Nice pass by Matt Trahan to David Leach.
Nice pass by Pat there. David went right in and was very patient. He knew he had pressure behind him, but almost went to the upper left corner or upper right corner over the right shoulder of Matt Gorman. I think thought he was blocking a linebacker. He took the net right off the pins.
Have to give Gorham credit. He stood his ground, did a nice job, took the angle away, and made the save. Apostolakis now with the puck, drills it on net. Blocker saved by Gorham. Comes to the point. Ivers keeps it in. Chelmsford with it. Nice drop pass from Burt to Fletcher. Back to Burt.
Excellent
Shot goes
play.
wide. Great play, Howie. This is Reardon shooting on net. Reardon with another chance. Gorham again makes the save. Gorham has been the man.
Gorman has been the man. He's got pressure on. Right, the pressure was kept on him by the Lions. Richie Burt, Todd Fletcher made a nice give and go, and then Apostolakis and Sean Reardon had a nice little play.
Okay, the face-off is going to be in the St. John's end, and the Lions really would love to find that third goal for them. 2-1 lead. Puck comes back to Apostolakis. He skates it behind his net. Looking for a teammate. Oh, it's loose out front. And St. John's has it back to the point to Turcotte. Turcotte to out front, and it's loose, and it's loose again. And the Lions bat it away, and they're lucky, Howie.
Yeah, they are. They let Vokes hang around that crease, and they need to.
Comes out again with it, and we got a penalty on Chelmsford coming up. And here is the penalty call. So with 8 minutes straight up in the third period.
Got a penalty for hooking. I think it's on.
St. John's going to have a golden opportunity to get themselves tied in this hockey game. This is one of those times when you'd say it's a key moment in a hockey game.
Right.
It's going to be Richie Burt in the penalty. Face off in the Chelmsford zone. Face-off won by Fletcher. Gets it back to Apostolakis. He tries to shoot it around the boards. Can't get it out. Held in by St. John's. Covered nicely by Apostolakis. Play along the sideboard. Comes back to the point. Skated to the middle. Trying to look for some skating room. And it's still loose out front. Loose in front. Good shot out in from the point. Mike Doria shoots it in. It's loose. And Chelmsford trying to ice it. And they do. Relieve the pressure a little bit. 1 minute left in the power play. 7:27. We're past the midway point of the third period. 2-1 Chelmsford lead. Patno chasing Vokes, and he walks right around him. Vokes with the puck. Excellent hockey player. And he dumps it out, but it's loose, and there's a race for it. And the Lions win it. Patno in on goal. He shoots it wide, gets it back. Nice breakout for the Lions. If nothing else, it kills some time. Here comes Vokes, moving back down right wing. Tries to throw it in front, blocked away by Scanlon. Comes back to the point. Doria shoves it in, and the Lions are going to get it out. Apostolakis tries to skate it out. And it comes back into 15 seconds left. Comes back into the St. John's zone. Dropped out front. This is Vokes to his teammate. Oh, we had number 26, Tom Dolan.
Showed some nice patience there to pass it off. He saw the open man.
Lions break it back. Apostolakis across the blue line, fighting to keep control of it. 6:23 left in the period. Sean Patno in the corner, comes back to Scanlon. He whistles one in, and it's deflected out front. Held on by Gorham. And we have some banging out front. The Lions killed or survived the power play.
Survived the power play. They did a nice job. They kept the pressure on. Almost had a couple of shorthanded opportunities there, or they did have a couple of shorthanded opportunities.
Vokes set up his teammate Dolan on the right side of the crease, and he just couldn't get the shot off. Wheeled by, this is a shot by Reardon, out front through the crease. Knocked away. Reardon has been a factor in this hockey game, to say the least. He's played an excellent hockey game. He's playing catch now behind the net with Todd Fletcher. Todd tries to get it back to Scanlon. He drills it in. It's knocked aside. Adam McHugh dumps it into the corner. Under 6 minutes to play in the hockey game. Todd Fletcher out front runs into his own man. And St. John skates the puck back. They overskated Fletcher with the puck. And he's knocked off his stick.
Got Todd on his offside.
And here comes St. John's back. Sean Reardon collects the puck. Can't get it out. He's going to get another whack at it. Adam McHugh to Jimmy Scanlon, and he tries to skate it up, and nicely does. 2-on-1 break-in for the Lions. This is Reardon. Can't get a good shot off. Nice play. Great pass in to Sean Reardon, but it was a little bit behind him. Scanlon shoots it. It's all Lions right now. We're coming up to 5 minutes.
An icing.
No icing. They got it on goal. St. John's changing up. Lions need to get it out now. That's it. They get it out of the zone.
Take it right back in.
Take it right back in the zone. The other way. The other way. All right, here we go. Adam McHugh crosses the blue line. Gets dumped. And Sean Reardon shoots it in, and that's icing. So 4:45, third period. End-to-end action in the last couple of minutes.
Yes, it was. Some good action down in front of the St. John's net. And then once St. John's got it up into the Chelmsford zone, there was some action there behind Brian. And
face-off in the Chelmsford end. And the puck is down, and it's loose and out in the open. Lions can't get it out. This is Apostolakis behind his net, and he scales it around the boards, but not out. St. John's keeps it in. They crisscross. Apostolakis again with the puck. Gives it back to
St. John's doing a good job forechecking here.
He did. That was Frazier along the boards. David Leach trying to forecheck now. 4 minutes, 18 seconds to play in the third period. Frazier chases the puck against St. John's. They come through center ice with a shot. Goes wide into the corner. Chelsea defending out front very nicely now. Timmy Ivers shoots the puck up. Lions have a break if they can catch the puck. Leach, Trahan, oh! Nice pass by David Leach. Comes to center ice. And shot on. Nice save, Castonguay. Puck is loose in the corner. It's out front. Castonguay tries to whack it aside and comes
Nice
to the
play.
corner.
Kevin Gray, Mark Trahan did a nice play. Poke checked the puck away from the
Lions
stick
would
of
like an icing here. Get a line change. 3 minutes,
icing
30
right
seconds. And they get one. So the clock says 3 minutes, 28 seconds. Chelmsford has a 2-1 lead. 2 goals in the second period by Sean Reardon to offset a Matt Volk's goal in the first period by St. John's of Shrewsbury. Face-off in the Chelmsford end. Lions with the Fletcher line. Scanlon on defense. Shot in, it goes wide. John Reardon trying to reach the puck. He can't get there. It goes to the corner and whacked into the corner. Chelmsford man down, that's Scanlon. St. John's keeping the pressure on, and Chelmsford skates it away, but they can't get it out. It's held in. Richie Burt with the puck, throws it in front. Nice breakaway to Todd. Nice pass up from Reardon. Fletcher's in, and he is dumped, taken off the puck. Lion fans looking for a penalty. None to be called. Jimmy Scanlon breaks up a play in front. Richie Burt gets the puck back to the blue line. It's fired in. 2 minutes, 40 seconds. St. John shoots the puck in. It's loose in front. Castonguay covers it up. And both sides looking for a penalty call.
Both sides were. Brian Castonguay didn't very alertly cover the puck up and tied it up. Let the Lions regroup. We're having a hard time breaking it out of the zone, and St. John is doing an excellent job forechecking.
He's a pretty cool customer, Howie, right now. Brian looks like the coolest guy in the building.
Yeah, I think so.
Clock shows 2 minutes, 36 seconds. The shots are 12 Chelmsford, 9 for St. John's, and we've got a timeout. I think Chelmsford took the timeout. I believe. St. John's, sorry. St. John's took the timeout.
Well, they're looking at the time and probably thinking about pulling the goalie at some point. Keep telling him to keep the pressure on the Lions. I think they see that the Lions aren't getting the puck out of their zone as well as they were earlier.
This is a time in which certainly the Lions have to be careful, but they also need to not just continually fire the puck out of the zone unless they're really in trouble, because they are going to just have the face-offs again.
Right, but they also need to be aware, and I'm sure they are, that St. John's has been right on them when that puck is on their stick. St. John's is right there, so they've got to throw it out of the zone, like you said, but they've got to throw it at another Lion teammate or out of the zone, away from any reach of the St. John's players.
It'll be interesting to see which line Coach Fletcher comes back with now. There's no question that St. John's is coming with Volks, Doland, and Baldelli.
Yeah.
And the Lions are coming back with the line they had out there. Gray, Valeri, and...
Trahan? Is it Trahan? No.
It's Patno.
Yes. Oh, he's sending him back now.
And now they're going to try to change it, but they're not going to get away with this change, I don't think. So the Lions are going to be forced to go with the line that was out there. They've done a good job tonight.
Yes, they have. Yeah.
Puck is loose. No one has it yet. Puck comes back to St. John's. They shoot it to the Lion goal, and Pastelakis gets knocked down, but he gets the puck out.
At the zone. Nice
Great
job
by Chris. Puck comes back to, coming across the blue line is Balderi. He's loose in front, tries to hit Volks with it, and the puck is shot in and saved Castonguay.
It's a great backhand shot by St. John's player, and Brian was up to the task and made a nice save. Tied the puck up. Now Coach Fletcher can get that line out there that he wants. St. John's will keep out their number one line with Volks on there. Obviously, Volks is a guy they want to have the puck. And,
2 minutes, 12 seconds to play in the third period. This one will not end in a tie, folks. This game, in the tournaments now, you have to have a winner. So let's hope that that's the Lions. Puck is loose behind the Chelmsford net. Chelmsford needs to get some puck control, see if they can get it out.
Yep.
It's loose in the corner. St. John's with it. Volks behind the net. Fans on the feed. And Reardon breaks it out. And
See, we're going to get another icing.
icing. I think
you
Sean
gotta
had a
skate the
chance.
puck up
Right.
on the red line and then shoot it.
Right.
Oh, they waved it
Waved
off.
it off. Sean had a chance to do that too. Puck comes loose to the blue line, and Pastelakis fires it out. Minute 39 seconds to play in the third period. And it's scaled in behind the Chelmsford net. Jimmy Scanlon first on it to Richie Burt along the sideboards. Burt nicely, not out. That was close.
Nice play there,
And
though, Richie.
now they get it out. 2-on-1 if they can get there. Todd Fletcher whacked at it, but I guess they said offside.
Yep.
Minute 19. We're watching that clock closely. We're watching the goalie. Gorham has got to be pulled at some point. Lions make a line change. Scanlon and Apostolakis on defense. Valeri, Gray, and Patno, the forward line. Good face-off win by Valeri. Back to Scanlon. He doesn't get the puck crisply to Apostolakis, but he gets it out. Minute 11 to play. Lions trying to get the puck in. They just get it across the blue line. Keep the pressure on.
Offside, no.
Nope. Delayed offside. No, he didn't touch it. 1 minute in our hockey game. Coming across the Chelmsford blue line. And Pastelakis whacks at it, comes out. Hits the roof. 50 seconds to play.
Yeah.
And Gorham is looking at his coach, Howie.
Yeah, he crept up. I thought I heard something on the bench about the 40-second mark. Around 42nd, he wants him out.
Thought Coach Fletcher might have taken a timeout here, Howie, possibly.
Well, let's see. What do we got? Puck face-offs outside the zone.
Outside, there's a break for the Lions. I guess they're saying it went off a St. John's player's stick. So the face-off is outside. Win by the Lions on a face-off. Cross to Jimmy Scanlon and tipped up to the blue line. Deflected. Scanlon again, scales it in. Gets it to the corner, 39 seconds to play. Reardon dumps a player in the corner, and Sean Reardon has played an excellent hockey game. Gets the puck to Todd Fletcher, killing some time, 25 seconds to play.
The puck around, I think, a little bit.
Todd just doesn't want to give it away. Shot on goal. Fletcher, Pastelakis drills one. It's loose. Oh, that one hit a Lion. And it comes, folks, offside. Whoa, 10 seconds. This is probably not the time to say it, Howie, but the officials, I thought, have done an excellent job in this hockey game.
Yeah, they have. They've kept it under control, but they've let them play. There's been some good, clean checks. They've watched the offsides. They've called them fairly. They haven't let anything go. They've done a nice job.
So we've got 10 seconds to play. Gorham is still in net because the face-off is in his zone. Lions really would love to win this face-off. They get control. They win the face-off. Scanlon, Reardon dumps it in. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. That's going to do it. The Lions are going to the Super 8, and they're going to play on Sunday. Chelmsford 2, St. John's 1.
And the Lions are going down to congratulate Brian Castaway. And
well, they should. Absolutely. I echo that completely. This young man has come on this year tremendously. Excellent high school hockey game. Chelmsford now plays on into the Elite 8.
Excellent game.
With a win tonight. Elite 8 is a double elimination tournament.
Right.
And they get their first shot now at the defending champion, Boston College at Songus on Sunday. Howie, 2 Sean Reardon goals, but some excellent goaltending.
Yes, excellent goaltending. Brian Castaway started out, looked good right in the beginning, had 4 saves in the first early going before Chelmsford even had a shot on net. And then down the other end, Matt Gorman did a good job at keeping the puck out as well. So I thought goalies played very well.
I thought he played an excellent game as well, Howie, with the pressure by the Lions and in that second period.
Yes, he kept St. John's in with the pressure that the Lions had on him.
The Lions win their 7th in a row.
Yeah.
They've gone now to 16-7, justified their choice of getting into this tournament. Those games that we talked about mid-season against some of the better teams certainly have paid off for them.
Oh yes, by playing up in the non-league games against quality opponents. And people that have looked at the Super 8 lineup have seen that 5 or 6 of those opponents were on the Chelmsford schedule.
That's right. I think very few of them are left that we have not played already, one of them being BC High. But
right. And we'll get to see them.
We'll get to see them.
I think they scrimmage them early in the year. They usually do. So
we'll wrap it up from the Chelmsford Forum. Ken, a pleasure to bring you an exciting high school hockey game. Bruce Byam, Howie Neal, Ronna Berman, our statistician, the guy behind the camera. We're going to get him one of these
we'll
times.
Get him on camera. We'll get that on camera.
And we look forward to playing on in the Super 8. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Good night.